Welcome all, Kev the Movie Dealer here, and today we're talking about the Ben Affleck Batman solo movie. And that never happened. And that's okay. Okay, first off, I want to say, I was always a big fan of the casting of Ben Affleck as Batman. I still remember, after the announcement, looking at a photo of him at the Oscars for Argo, and thinking to myself, he looks more like Bruce Wayne than any other actor that has played him before. Plus, he's like 6'4", so it just made sense to me. I know a lot of people hated the casting, but I never understood that. Ben was at the peak of his career at the time. And who could forget that first released photo of him in the suit? That was such a beautiful photo, and he looked massive. And when Batman v Superman was finally released, I'm sure we all had our own different views of that film, but regardless, most people leaving that theater praised Ben's performance, and we all saw the potential of a Ben Affleck solo movie. But let me throw an idea your way. What if I said that it's okay that we never got his solo movie? I'm not saying we are lucky or that we dodged a bullet, but hear me out. Back in April 12, 2016, right before the release of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, it was announced that Ben Affleck was to write and direct a solo Batman movie. So Ben and DC creative head Jeff Johns got to work on an action-driven, James Bond-like thriller script, with heavy influence from David Fincher's film The Game, with Joe Manganiello playing the lead villain, Deathstroke. Rumors suggest that Batgirl and Arkham Asylum were also to have major roles as well. There was never a release date, but if I had to guess, with them writing the script and having a good chunk of the characters already cast, they probably were gunning for a 2019 or 2020 release date. Of course, we all know this did not come to pass. With the harsh reaction to Batman v Superman and the disastrous production of Justice League, Ben Affleck decided to part ways from DC and not move forward with the character and the project. From what we understand, the basic elevator pitch of the film was after learning Batman's secret identity from Lex Luthor, Deathstroke was out for vengeance and planned to destroy Bruce's life piece by piece. Now, I'm not saying this is a terrible idea for a Batman movie, and for all I know, this film could have been just as good as The Dark Knight. That being said, I can't help to think they could have come up with a better idea for a story. You have to understand, it's not like Ben planned out a whole trilogy. From what we understand, Ben was only going to do Batman v Superman, one solo film, and Zack's 3 Justice League movies. That is it. No 9-picture contract. Ben was not going to ride the same train as Robert Downey Jr. or Hugh Jackman. It seems that he was going to be Batman for probably less than 10 years, and then we all move on. And with that in mind, Ben had full access to the Batman catalog. He could do whatever story he wanted to do. He was an established Batman with a rogues gallery all already set up for him, and a Gotham that really hadn't been touched yet. He had Jeremy Irons and J.K. Simmons to back him up. And as long as Batman didn't die at the end, sky's the limit. He's got one Batman movie, he can use any of the characters and any comic book for influence. And with all that, Ben decided to do a Deathstroke, vengeful game of cat and mouse. He could have done an adaptation of, Court of Owls, Death of the Family, The Dark Knight Returns, or come up with a fresh idea that would have gotten the fans going. Like, if all the citizens of Gotham, including all the villains, discovered that Bruce Wayne is Batman. That's something different. That's something fresh. Something that you could sell for a veteran Batman movie. Instead, we would have gotten a one-off Batman film with Deathstroke as the lead villain, who I never thought of him as a Batman villain. Yes, he is in the Arkham games. He has appeared in Batman comics. But like, say, Gorilla Grodd or Lobo, he's tangled with so many DC characters that you could just label him as an overall DC villain, not a Batman villain. And I never understood the hype of Joe Manganiello's casting of Deathstroke. I mean, he could have been great, and he does seem like a great guy, but I never understood why everyone kept saying he was perfect for the role. Is everyone a True Bloods fan? I've only seen this guy in Magic Mike or How I Met Your Mother, and I still don't know why he's perfect for Slade. I've never seen this guy truly act in anything, but I do feel sorry for him because this by far was the biggest opportunity of his career. And gotta bring this up. Seriously? No Nightwing? You were gonna have Batgirl in there, but not Nightwing? You didn't want to bring Batman's most popular sidekick into the mix. Do a proper adaptation of the character. I mean, this does sound like a story he would fit into. Dick Grayson and Slade Wilson do have quite a history. I know in Batman v Superman, he was the dead Robin. Like, that was confirmed by Zack Snyder. But they never said Dick's name. They could have changed their mind and said it was Jason Todd. If this film did not have Nightwing in it, it would have felt like a missed opportunity to me. Again, I just want to say, I don't think this movie was going to be a train wreck. But what we ended up with was Matt Reeves as the Batman, which was pretty awesome. Plus, we're going to get 2 sequels from it coming our way. And don't forget, we're getting Brave and the Bold in the DC Universe, which is going to dive into the Bat family and the fantasy side of Batman, which could also lead to more films. If we had gotten Ben Affleck's film, we would have never gotten Matt Reeves' trilogy. Or maybe Brave and the Bold. Who knows? Look, guys, that's all I gotta say. I just kind of feel like it's okay that we did not get Ben Affleck's solo movie. It's not that big of a deal. Because what we got instead was pretty great. And Batman's future also seems pretty great. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Were you excited for Ben Affleck's Batman movie? I was at the time. But now, with hindsight, I am more sense it's okay that we did not get this movie. It's totally fine. But maybe I'm wrong. Comment below. Tell me what you guys think. Hit that like and subscribe button. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Ciao.